Hi, and welcome to the Climbing Daily Gear Show. No, wait, that's the other channel. No, this is not that channel. This is some random channel that I will post to on occasion with no real schedule of any kind. Now, today's topic, climbing jeans. What are they? Where can you get them? Will they raise your grade? I'm a big fan of climbing jeans. Number one, they look good. Number two, they're comfortable. Number three, you can take them from the office to the crag. And from the crag to the office, they will look at you funny, but you don't care. You're a climber. You own that shit. My point is, over the years, I've bought a bunch of different climbing jeans. Well, not that many. I started out with a used pair of Moon's very own something brand. And actually, let's just stay away from any kind of technical details and focus more on the usability and general purpose as to how they succeed in their mission to aid you in your climbing while looking great. Now, I've had a few climbing jeans over the years, and by few I mean like 3 in terms of make and model, let's put it that way. These were my very first ones. These are the iLL climbing denims, and as you may see, they've been through a lot. Nothing went through me, thankfully. But I've patched out with some old Simond jeans. Actually, those were my maybe first or second ones. Either way, I still have them. They're garbage. They're absolute garbage. They didn't last for long. I don't know, few months. There was a hole the size of my head in the butt. That seems to be the common theme for how my climbing jeans break. It's always the butt. It's the weak link. It's the butt. These were my first. I've used these for many years and they perform great. The pockets are, they're big. Fit your phone in there, no problem. Zoop, zoop. Perfect. There's nothing really bad to say. They look pretty good. They don't have a very narrow pant leg like the most stylish jeans have these days. The skinny jeans or what have you, whatever the kids wear these days. Climbing denim has these very good looking jeans, which I haven't tried because it's an American brand, and just like these, it's a bit costly to ship them here, and plus then they get stuck in customs, so you're paying extra for these. Saw these back in the day before, so it wasn't quite the Momoa brand they are today. Not that I have anything against Jason Momoa, because big fan of Stargate Atlantis, Ronan Dix. Like the guy. Either way, great jeans. No problems with flexibility, nothing. But one of the bad things about this design is that they're designed like normal jeans. There's no what I'd call a diamond cut. There's just the normal ones. So if you get a tight fit, this is the part that's going to get the most strain while you're climbing. Because when you're doing heel hooks or any kind of stretchy moves, you're just getting that excess strain on this part. Especially if you're kind of rolling them like baggy pants. Yeah, you're putting even more strain because they don't fit properly, and then you get more right here. So that's a bad thing. But still, not bad, because I've worn these a lot over the years. Like to work, to climbing, and to work again and climbing. I just vacuumed them off, and it was good to go. Nobody was none the wiser. Maybe they smelled a little. I don't know. Who cares? At least I didn't. Anyway, great jeans, brand and product. Our denim is functional from the street to the crag. Features like custom copper metalwork, tonal stitching, and fit to stretch. Make this a denim you can live in. And I have. Maybe one issue I have about these is that they are made in China. I don't know what's the deal with them now, but if you're like me or you're whatever eco-conscious climber, I don't know, makes sense to be, because climbing is a lot about nature and being one with the nature. They're made in China, probably most cases when you have your stuff produced overseas or in China or Vietnam or whatever, there's a pretty good chance that the workers aren't paid enough, and that's something that bugs me. Shipped from China to the States, from the States to Finland, where I am. That's not exactly eco-friendly either, but otherwise great jeans. So whatever they have in stock now, These were size M. They fit great. The sizing was super good. That's another thing that I'll get to with a different pair of jeans, because if you do order stuff online without trying them on first, definitely check the sizing guide. Check it thoroughly. Next one, I'll get to the point why that is. Now, like I told you, the very first ones I had were Moon jeans. I liked them. They were size S, so they were like way too small for me. Of course, I was a bit smaller then. Wasn't quite the sturdy climber I am now. In a heat of excitement, I ordered 2 pairs of the Moon branded climbing jeans, and these are kind of interesting. So these are size large. You know, I could probably fit a size S of these old boys. But I ordered size M, and lo and behold, they did not fit. And what I didn't think then, I didn't think it through quite like I should have. So I just tried them on. I was like, oh shoot, I'll have to send these back to Britain, from whence they came. That's not eco-friendly either. You know, ship them from England to Finland, then I ship back from Finland to England. And then I don't know what's their return policy. I hope they don't like burn their clothes, because, you know, that's bad. Or they just, you know, relabel them and sell them, because, you know, they're perfectly good, and then ship them back to Finland. So that's not exactly ecological. It's just, you know, all over the world. But anyway, these are maybe the sturdiest jeans. I haven't used these as much, and I'll get to the point why. So in terms of fashion, whatever fashion is, I couldn't give a rat's buttocks about fashion. I care about functionality and the ethical and ecological impact of my clothing. So, you know, buy used whatever, or buy sustainably and ethically made clothing. So I had to buy a size large. The pant legs, they kind of go in size with the size. And the thing is, then you get these horrible large pant legs that don't really look good, so you'd have to get them narrowed down if you want them to be modern, hip, cool. If you wear big boots, then, you know, perfect. But then, like, the biggest deal breakers for me are these couple of things. They're not actually that stretchy, and that's an issue. We wear our climbing trousers for their functionality for climbing. You know, hopefully they're sturdy, they're stretchy, they're comfortable, and don't hinder your maneuvers in any way. The nice thing, they do have the diamond cut right here. And that's good design. This is where you get the most strain. Like if you do this, it gets really, really tight. The material is thick compared to maybe these. These feel a bit thinner. Maybe that's part of the stretchiness, flex the fibers, and inherently that makes it feel thinner. If I do this, they don't stretch that much. Compare them to these, and whee! That's a good stretch. So that's bad. So if you're doing like a high step or a heel hook, have problems with moving. One thing I noticed, they have a very high waist. Then the one thing is, like, you really have to keep them high to have most of the movement, but even then I feel constricted, which is really bad, whether you're training or climbing or even just going about your day. After I wore my first climbing jeans, you know, I could never go back to normal jeans. Just at work, I've torn through two pairs of jeans. I have to do some installations once in a while, which means squatting under tables or what have you, and that happened, which has happened with my climbing pants before as well. That's bad. You know, you feel constricted, you feel like you don't have full movement over your body, and that's not what you want for climbing. Other bad thing, these have really small pockets. When it comes to modern phones, they can be quite big, you know, over 6 inches or bigger. The thing here is, if I try to put it here, it fits. The thing is, because these have to sit so high, when I sit down, it is pushing into me. My phone is pushing into me. So if you go to the olden days of climbing, it was all about carrying stuff, lots of stuff. So you want to carry your stuff. Because I have a friend who's crazy and always climbs with his phone in his pocket. The phone is broken. You know who you are. So that's very uncomfortable. Back pockets, they're the same sort of tight material. They don't stretch. Nothing really stretches as much as it should. That's what pisses me off in terms of build quality. They feel sturdy. What can you do? They feel sturdy. The functionality is subpar for what they're supposed to be for. Now, it took me a long time to find something that fit the criteria of sustainable, eco-friendly climbing jeans. That's a pretty niche category if you ask me, but you know, I think I found it. The last coup de grace are these Third Rock denims. These were just released. They have a very good mandate as to how to conduct their clothing line. Pretty sure it probably says it in here. Sustainability and fair trade is at the core of everything we do. These jeans are made from organic cotton. The fit is engineered for superior comfort and enhanced movement. Let's get dirty. They're quite transparent about this process of fair trade and sustainability, and that's really, really good. And I hope more brands would do that. What's the point of really owning anything if it was made by very, very unfortunate people living in unfortunate countries in unfortunate rule. Anyway, people should get a fair wage. Clothing should be made sustainably from sustainable materials, etc. They're quite transparent, but you know, I wouldn't know for sure unless I saw it with my own eyes or spoke to different people within the manufacturing and logistics and all the different levels of phases that go into manufacturing clothing in this way. Patagonia is quite transparent. This company is quite transparent. Even about their logistics chain, so hence I like it. It's even manufactured in Finland, even if the materials aren't sourced. Either way, all of the processes, all the phases in the manufacturing, distribution are there to see for everyone. If they aren't, then probably that production chain isn't kosher. Either way, these are great. Only thing I know is I haven't had these for a long time. There's a logo on the back, which you like or may not like. They're a wee bit colorful on the inside. You know, I have these yellow stitching. You open your zipper and it says open for business. Kind of funny or kind of crude, depending on who you are. It also says nature calls, so I guess I do kind of like it. You know, they're serious about doing sustainable clothing, yet they are sort of tongue-in-cheek British, I guess. Designed by Derbyshire, UK. They feel kind of sturdy, stretchy in their sturdiness. Sturdy in their stretchiness. So they do feel great. I do have a scuff mark right there from one day of climbing. They're great. They're comfortable. They can perform on the rock and in the gym. They're sustainably made, as far as I know. All in all, great pair of climbing jeans. In terms of Moon, and what Moon says over here, the Moon jeans are made in Turkey. Moon Climbing, a truly authentic brand. Owner and climbing legend Ben Moon can generally lay claim to understanding what a climber needs to reach the very top. Our core range is ergonomically designed for freedom of movement. That doesn't fit that bill. Whilst retaining styling that performs as well on the most demanding ascents as it does in day-to-day life. I may have already told you that doesn't hold true. Almost, but not quite, and they're not that modern. By buying this Moon product, you can trust that our passion is realized in every detail. Train hard, climb harder. Designed and developed in Sheffield, UK by Ben Moon. Ben Moon is a legend, but these pants will not make you one. And these, one more thing about these guys is that I have free soloed these. Turns out you can accidentally free solo if you try to hike up a mountain and pick the wrong spot and then end up going up 500 meters of varying terrain and on occasion be fearful of your life. Did some trips to Europe in these, just had this and another pair. They're great. Nothing bad to say about those really, other than not the greatest idea to buy these if you're in Europe, but if you're in the States, no problem. These fit my bill of all the brackets, all the little things I could want from my climbing jeans. These fit the bill. For a long time, there is a give and take when it comes to trying to look good while you're climbing, because sure as hell don't climb well, so gotta look good while doing it. I don't think that applies either. Either way, so I like this clothing and this clothing and this clothing. You know, the same ideals and values might not hold to you, but performance and climbing prowess that you may or may not get from your pants is important to all of us. This has been Climbing Breakfast. Thank you for watching. It doesn't matter if you like or subscribe, because I'm not going to make this kind of content on a regular basis anyway, but I do try to make content that is helpful for others, and in this case climbers, making a good informed purchasing decision when it comes to climbing pants or shoes or whatever else is a good thing to go over about in greater detail. I have some other ideas that I'm mulling over. Bought the newest Mondo. I have the old Mondo from who knows when. There's some very minor differences, but either way, I thought that would be a fun thing to go through the changes in Black Diamond's Mondo. Great crash pad, lots of area to land your ass in. Another one I have is about electric warmers. And why do I keep speaking like a fake British person? Because that's not my natural speaking voice. It's rather American, really. Anyway, another one I have is about electric hand warmer, and warmers plural if I buy more, but I don't want to buy more. I want to see if the first one works in whatever way I deem to work, to see if it works, because we've had some very cold autumn sessions, or well, autumn. Last one we had was in December in -6 degrees Celsius. Very cold, amazing though, very dark. You have to have lights, and Finland has nightless nights, so there's not a lot of light. Go after work, you have to have lights. And I have a couple of friends who have like very cold fingers. I have friends who have pretty much Raynaud's disease, which means they basically lose their feeling even in slightly warm temperatures outside. So climbing outside in the spring or autumn is not very productive or, necessarily healthy either. So I want to see if there's any kind of way to help those people out if I can, or you people out there somewhere, you have the same issues. I don't have a problem. I have a problem with maybe really sweaty fingers even in like 0 degrees metric, so 0 degrees Celsius. And don't ask me to convert that to Fahrenheit. Maybe I'll do that in post. See if I can help those people out. That'd be great, and maybe help you guys out in the process. If you have any other great ideas in how you could look at climbing from a different perspective other than just climbing, but neat tips and tricks to help with climbing and making it slightly more fun or enjoyable experience when it always isn't. Either way, this has been Climbing Breakfast, and I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, or you got some sort of insight to help you with your travels, so to speak. What else? Maybe nobody ever watches this and it shall be long forgotten into the annals of time, but the internet never forgets. Either way, hope you have a good day or night or evening, wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying your moment. And soft. I did perfectly fine, and then I lost the video. So I'm a fucking moron. It just doesn't have any indicator light. Why? So this sucks. Have problems with moving.